Alright guys, so today I'm working on this little cool landing gear for my X450 plane. And this is really dangerous, so I definitely don't want anybody to do this. So kids, don't try this at home. I'm working with a soldering iron, which is super dangerous. I will be melting plastic, which is also dangerous for your lungs and other things. So this is something that I'm doing for entertainment purposes, but I do not want anybody to be copying what I'm doing here. So what I will be doing is grabbing a little chunk of plastic here from this here bottle cap from one of my favorite drinks, the Arizona tea here, the green tea ginseng here, that I really like. It's absolutely one of my favorite drinks that you can get yourself from the local Costco. And with this extra plastic, I'm going to create a little bit of a extra, sort of almost like a little cap here, so that the polystyrene can no longer escape. And the amount of plastic that I will be using is limited. I don't plan to use that much because it doesn't take a lot to just stop. Alright, here, this should be enough right here. All I needed to do is to stop the polystyrene from escaping here. And let's see if it works. Once it dries, or not really dries, but just cools down, it should stay in place. And hopefully that means that the polystyrene will not be able to escape, and it will stay in place. There we go. So this is part of it right here. Again, don't copy what I'm doing. It's super dangerous. It looks like it'll stay. Good. And then I'll be able to put the little wheel in here and not have to worry about it coming out from that side. It could still come out if it gets hit really hard, but we'll see how it survives. Now I could do the same thing on the inside, but I'm not going to do it for now. We'll test it out, we'll fly the plane, and then if it gets beat up and this is not enough to hold it in place, then I may redo the process or change it up a little bit to make sure that it works even better. But for now this will be perfectly adequate. Just going to cut this bit off, going really gently and carefully so that I don't accidentally get my finger. And I let it go because I didn't want it to push into my finger, which would have been horribly bad. And it's somewhat struggling to stick here on this side. Here we go. Come on. You know you want to stick on there. Okay. Awesome. Starting to do what I want it to. And no, it isn't. Not a perfect science to this process. Very hit and miss, as you guys are seeing. Alright, anyway, this should do a good job once it melts a little bit more into place. Too much of a gap there, okay. When you're, I mean, nobody should be doing this process, but if you are doing this process, wearing one of those 3M masks is a very, very good idea. Alright, there we go. Here we go. Now once it cools off, cools down, it should stay in place, and then hopefully it won't come off. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This was me building this cool little thing, and in the next video I'm going to be working on putting together this part here, the Aero Scout, so that we can make a little boat. So, see you then.